Free to be you. Live, work, play, sleep, allergy-free with ALLERGEX non-drowsy.
Welcome back as we take another medical turn this morning, and we're going to chat about something that I think affects a lot of people, more than you would guess out there, and certainly from a parent's perspective piques my interest. Allergies can cause an array of complications all over the body, especially when it comes to the skin. Now, these complications can include skin conditions such as eczema, psoriasis, contact dermatitis, and angioedema. Now, they might sound like big, scary words, and they are a little bit, but today we've got a dermatologist and a good friend on the show, Lauren Knight, in studio to break it down for us, and hopefully demystify and put us at ease, because there are things that we can lean on during these times. And again, I have to say, no person is the same, no condition is the same, so we treat each person individually, but luckily we do have some resources to lean on when it comes to skin allergies. So maybe a good place to start is with the front lines where you work every day. What are the most common skin allergies that you deal with, that you treat?
Good. So when we think of allergies, an eczema, or more importantly allergic contact dermatitis or urticaria and hives are probably the most common skin allergies. So it's quite important to distinguish what is a skin allergy and what is actually not a skin allergy.
A condition. Yeah.
A condition more than an allergy. And I think that's kind of where the forefront needs to go. So people often think eczema is a skin allergy, but eczema is actually more of a complicated problem. So it's more of a genetic predisposition, a barrier impairment, and then there is a tendency towards allergy. But when we're thinking of eczema as an allergy, it's more that contact dermatitis that you speak of.
It's the trigger that becomes the problem, which is great because it means you can find a solution in that space.
100%.
Talking about triggers, what are the most common activators of these skin allergies?
So the interesting thing with allergy is that there's a certain proportion of people where the allergy develops over time, and that's what we generally see with allergic contact eczema. So your trigger would be something that you're persistently exposed to. So for example, your watch, your earrings, your belt buckle, so nickel allergy, PPD, which we see in hair dye, or bartenders, waiters that develop like a lime or citrus allergy. And then when we think of our other spectrums, our urticaria and hives, those are the more common triggers like food, nuts, wheat, shellfish, egg and milk. But often in a large proportion of patients, we never actually find their trigger, but we just get really good ways of managing their symptoms of their allergies.
Speaking of which, how do we manage skin allergies? Where do you start, and walk us through that process as you would apply your mind to a case?
So I think the most important thing is actually seeking help. So seeing a dermatologist or an allergologist to actually determine, is this an allergy we're dealing with or not? Okay. Then first prize is to identify, if we can identify your trigger or find your trigger. And there's a multitude of ways we can do that, from patch testing to allergy testing to challenge testing, skin pricks. And once we've got your allergen, if we can identify it, a large component of management is allergen avoidance or allergen modification. Okay. If we can't identify your allergen and it's histamine mediated, so specifically your urticaria, your hives, then antihistamines are a good component of that management.
And they work.
And they work. And they're often used in higher doses than you can even imagine using them. So don't be alarmed if your doctor tells you to take like up to 8 tablets a day. So that's where the importance of a non-sedating antihistamine comes in, because you're needing to use these high doses throughout the day. Beyond that, we use what we call desensitization or immunotherapy, where we do slow kind of tolerance testing.
Build up a bit of armor.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so we kind of tire out the immune system. So desensitization protocols. And then kind of at the end of the line, there's very special management where we target the specific cells of the immune system to really turn them off so that they're not producing that allergy anymore.
I love that. I need to ask you a question, because I've been asking this of all of our, and I call you frontline workers, because you guys really have been put on the front line, and I'm sure you value the relationship that you have with your patients far more now that you can actually have physical contact and be in that space. What does this mean to you? We've been celebrating brave healthcare workers in your space. What does it mean to be brave? What have you found over the last few years?
I mean, it's really been being pushed into places that I never thought I would ever go, and being comfortable and kind of seeing people in those places. I think that COVID has really made us acknowledge the relationship again with our patients. And now seeing patients without masks, I've had patients that for the first time have seen me for the first time in 2 years. They didn't know what I looked like.
They're surprised when they see you for the 6th time.
Exactly. Oh, this is what you look like. So yeah, really connecting those relationships. And I think being brave has been advocating for patients to make sure that they have access to scientifically sound medications and treatments, and giving that information information to them, empowering them.
And I think you've all empowered each other by connecting. It feels like the medical fraternity is more connected now than ever
Definitely,
before.
definitely.
Long may that reign. Thank
I
you
hope
so much for your help on behalf of all parents. With children with allergies, I'm going to say thank you to everyone working in the derma space. We really do appreciate you. And likewise, those working, again, on the front lines, being National Pharmacy Month. I think self-care is a basic human right, and our pharmacist really is a member of our family. So please support your local pharmacy. They're a pillar of your community. And of course, we're going to do that right now. Brought to you by ALLERGEX Non-Drowsy, a proud associate with Adcock Ingram OTC, who are the sponsors of Brave, inspiring communities one pharmacy at a time. And please don't forget, you also, as an added bonus, coming into the new season, stand a chance of winning a 2,000 Rand Take-A-Lot voucher daily. This is how you do it. Spring is glory.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, bless you, man. Bless you. Unless you suffer from allergies. But that has all changed with ALLERGEX Non-Drowsy and the wonders of spring competition on Expresso this September.
So stand a chance to win a daily giveaway Monday to Friday of a 2,000 Rand Take-A-Lot voucher to spend on the best outdoor living gear.
I love that. So answer the weekly question on the Expresso Facebook or Twitter pages and include that all-important ALLERGEX ND. The competition runs from the 1st till the 28th of September, and those terms and conditions do apply. Good luck and bless you, man.